Now at 11, newly released surveillance video showing the horrifying moment a mother and her 3-year-old son were hit by a hit-and-run driver. That child now facing life-threatening injuries. Eyewitness News reporter Jory Rand live with the heartbreaking new images. Jory?
Mark, the force of the impact was so great that it sent that little 3-year-old boy airborne. He spent the last week or more here at Children's Hospital in rough shape. The driver took off and hasn't been seen since.
It's video that is excruciating to watch, yet it has sadly become commonplace in Los Angeles. A mother and her 3-year-old hit by a speeding driver who just takes off, leaving the boy to die. But luckily, little Dominic Zelaya survived, despite the fact he was launched into the air, suffering a second traumatic impact when he landed back on the roadway. Dominic has spent the last 11 days in Children's Hospital, LA, fighting for his life.
He's undergone several surgeries, severe internal injuries. He has a long recovery ahead of him.
This happened October 1st on Broadway in South LA. The search continues for the driver who becomes the latest to turn a family's life upside down and then disappear.
To just leave him there, it's kind of messed up, but just turn yourself in, come clean. It's an accident. Nobody gets up in the morning with the intention of running someone over or hurting someone with the vehicle. So just, come over here, talk to us. I know it's probably bothering you inside, seeing this kid hurt.
Hit and runs have reached epidemic proportions across Southern California, and the LAPD says they are getting worse.
We're getting in about maybe 100, maybe a little more a week.
Hit and run.
Yes, sir.
And the irony of this crime and countless others is that if the driver had simply stayed, it may not have been a crime at all.
These hit and runs, they could be avoided if the person just stays. There's instances where we have, very tragic incidents like fatalities, and the other party stays, and because they stayed, it's not a crime. It's a traffic collision. But the issue is that when they hit them, they take off. Now it becomes a crime because that person probably could have lived if you would have stayed there and called for help.
That statistic from the LAPD is staggering. Around 100 calls of hit and runs a week in Los Angeles. That's more than 10 every single day on average. That car is described as a small SUV, perhaps a BMW. If you do recognize it or know who is involved, you're asked to give the LAPD a call.